Welcome to the Global Focus Review channel. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey to explore the truth behind biblical prophecies, decoding the signs of the end times. Biblical prophecies have long captivated believers and skeptics alike, offering mysterious glimpses into potential future events and the ultimate fate of humanity. These ancient texts, written thousands of years ago, continue to spark debates and interpretations about their true meanings and implications. In this video, we will delve deep into the historical context of biblical prophecies, examine the major prophecies related to the end times, and interpret the signs mentioned in the Bible. We will also explore the intriguing concept of the 3 days of darkness, a prophecy that has gained significant attention in recent years. Along the way, we will address common criticisms and controversies surrounding these prophecies, providing a balanced perspective on this complex topic. Whether you're a devout believer, a curious skeptic, or someone seeking a deeper understanding of biblical prophecies, this video aims to shed light on these ancient predictions and their relevance to our world today. So let's dive in and decode the signs of the end times together. Historical context of biblical prophecies. Biblical prophecies are a series of predictions found throughout the Bible, often delivered by prophets who claim to have received divine revelations. These prophecies span a wide range of topics, from the rise and fall of empires to the coming of a messianic figure and the end of the world. Understanding the historical context of these prophecies is crucial to grasp their significance and the impact they have had over the centuries. The Bible is divided into two main sections: the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament contains numerous prophecies, primarily found in the books of Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Daniel. These prophets, among others, delivered messages from God to the people of Israel, often warning them of impending judgment or promising future restoration. The New Testament, particularly the book of Revelation, is rich with apocalyptic prophecies concerning the end times. Written by John the Apostle, Revelation is a complex and symbolic text that describes a series of visions about the final battle between good and evil, the return of Jesus Christ, and the establishment of a new heaven and earth. Throughout history, various events have been interpreted as fulfillments of these biblical prophecies. For instance, the destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD and the subsequent scattering of the Jewish people were seen by many as the fulfillment of predictions made by Jesus in the Gospels. Similarly, the rise and fall of empires, natural disasters, and significant historical figures have all been linked to biblical prophecies, fueling ongoing interest and debate. In the next section, we will explore some of the major prophecies related to the end times, shedding light on their meanings and implications. Major prophecies related to the end times. The Bible contains several prophecies that specifically relate to the end times, offering a glimpse into the final events that will unfold before the ultimate redemption of humanity. Among these, the book of Revelation stands out as the most detailed and enigmatic source of apocalyptic prophecy. Revelation, also known as the Apocalypse of John, presents a series of vivid and symbolic visions. One of the most well-known prophecies is that of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. These 4 riders, representing conquest, war, famine, and death, are said to bring widespread devastation upon the earth. The imagery of the 4 horsemen has been interpreted in various ways, with some seeing them as literal events, while others view them as symbolic representations of ongoing human struggles and calamities. Another significant prophecy in Revelation is the rise of the Antichrist, a figure who will deceive many and wage war against the saints. This prophecy has sparked countless theories and speculations about the identity of the Antichrist, with historical and contemporary figures often being suggested as candidates. The prophecy of the mark of the beast is also crucial. According to Revelation, a mark will be required for buying and selling, and those who refuse the mark will face severe persecution. This has led to various interpretations, with some viewing it as a literal mark or implant, while others see it as a metaphor for allegiance to a corrupt system or leader. In addition to these, Revelation describes a series of catastrophic events known as the 7 seals the 7 trumpets, and the 7 bowls. Each set of events brings increasing levels of destruction and suffering, culminating in the final judgment and the establishment of a new heaven and earth. Beyond Revelation, other parts of the Bible also contain significant end-time prophecies. The book of Daniel, for example, outlines a vision of 4 great empires and a final kingdom that will never be destroyed. Jesus' Olivet Discourse, found in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, also provides key insights into the signs and events that will precede his return. In the next section, we will delve into the specific signs of the end times as described in the Bible and explore their possible interpretations. Signs of the end times. According to the Bible outlines various signs that are believed to herald the end times. These signs, described in both the Old and New Testaments, provide a roadmap for identifying the approach of the final days. Understanding these signs and their interpretations can help us discern their relevance to contemporary events. One of the most prominent signs is the increase in natural disasters. Jesus mentioned in the Olivet Discourse that there will be earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places. These natural calamities are often seen as indications of the beginning of sorrows, a prelude to the more severe tribulations to come. In recent years, the frequency and intensity of natural disasters have led many to speculate about their connection to biblical prophecy. Another key sign is the rise of false prophets and the spread of deception. Jesus warned that many would come in his name, claiming to be the Messiah, and would deceive many. This has been interpreted as a warning against charismatic leaders and movements that lead people astray from the true teachings of Christianity. The proliferation of various religious cults and New Age movements is often cited as evidence of this prophecy being fulfilled. The Bible also speaks of wars and rumors of wars as a sign of the end times. Throughout history, conflicts and wars have been a constant presence, but the scale and potential for global destruction have increased dramatically in the modern era. The threat of nuclear warfare, ongoing regional conflicts, and the rise of terrorism are often linked to this prophetic sign. The moral decline and widespread apostasy are also significant indicators. The Apostle Paul, in his letters to Timothy, described the end times as a period when people would turn away from sound doctrine and follow their own desires. This moral decay is evident in the increasing secularization of society, the erosion of traditional values, and the growing acceptance of behaviors once considered sinful. The restoration of Israel is another crucial sign. The re-establishment of the nation of Israel in 1948 is seen by many as the fulfillment of biblical prophecy and a significant milestone in the timeline of end-time events. The ongoing conflict in the Middle East and the political tensions surrounding Israel continue to be viewed through the lens of prophecy. In the next section, we will explore the prophecy of the 3 days of darkness, a topic that has gained considerable attention in recent years. The 3 days of darkness. The prophecy of the 3 days of darkness is a lesser-known but intriguing aspect of end-time predictions. Although not explicitly mentioned in the canonical texts of the Bible, this prophecy has roots in various private revelations and Catholic tradition. The 3 days of darkness prophecy suggests that a period of total darkness will envelop the earth for 3 days and nights. During this time, demonic forces will roam freely, and only blessed candles will provide light. People are advised to stay indoors, pray, and trust in God's protection. This prophecy is often associated with saints and mystics such as Saint Padre Pio, who reportedly spoke of a time when a great chastisement would occur, leading to 3 days of darkness. Other sources include the writings of Blessed Anna Maria Taigi and Marie-Julie Jahenny, who also described similar visions. Interpreting the 3 days of darkness involves understanding its symbolic and literal implications. Some believe it to be a metaphor for a period of intense spiritual darkness and moral decay, while others take it as a literal event that will physically occur as a sign of divine judgment. The significance of the 3 days of darkness lies in its emphasis on repentance and preparation. It serves as a stark reminder of the need to turn away from sin and seek God's mercy. For believers, This prophecy reinforces the urgency of spiritual readiness in anticipation of the end times. While the 3 days of darkness remains a topic of debate and skepticism, it continues to capture the imagination of those interested in apocalyptic prophecies. Whether viewed as a literal event or a symbolic warning, it underscores the broader themes of judgment and redemption found throughout biblical prophecy. In the next section, we will address some of the skepticism and controversies surrounding biblical prophecies, providing a balanced perspective on this complex topic. Skepticism and controversies. Biblical prophecies, particularly those concerning the end times, have always been a subject of intense debate and skepticism. Critics often point to the ambiguous and symbolic nature of these prophecies, arguing that they are open to various interpretations and have been misused to predict events that never came to pass. One common criticism is the tendency of some to engage in date-setting, attempting to pinpoint the exact time of the end based on prophetic calculations. History is replete with examples of failed predictions, leading to disillusionment and skepticism about the validity of such prophecies. Jesus himself warned against trying to know the exact timing, emphasizing that no one knows the day or the hour except the Father. Another controversy surrounds the interpretation of prophetic symbols. The apocalyptic language used in books like Revelation is highly symbolic, and different scholars and theologians often have divergent views on what these symbols represent. This has led to a wide range of interpretations, from preterism, which sees the prophecies as having been fulfilled in the past, to futurism, which views them as events yet to occur. Despite the controversies, the study of biblical prophecies continues to be a vital part of theological discourse and spiritual exploration. For many believers, these prophecies offer hope and a reminder of God's ultimate plan for humanity. In the final section, we will recap the key points discussed and offer some concluding thoughts on the importance of understanding and interpreting biblical prophecies. As we come to the end of our exploration of the truth behind biblical prophecies, decoding the signs of the end times, it's clear that these ancient texts continue to captivate and challenge us. The prophecies found in the Bible, from the dramatic visions of Revelation to the symbolic warnings of the Old Testament, offer a complex and often mysterious glimpse into the future. We've delved into the historical context of these prophecies, examined major end-time predictions, and explored the signs that many believe herald the approaching end times. We've also considered the intriguing prophecy of the 3 days of darkness and addressed the skepticism and controversies that surround these prophetic writings. Understanding biblical prophecies requires a careful and nuanced approach, one that balances faith with reason and interpretation with context. While the exact meanings and implications of these prophecies may remain open to debate, their enduring impact on religious thought and their ability to inspire reflection and preparedness cannot be denied. As we conclude, we encourage you to continue exploring these prophecies for yourself. Whether you view them as literal predictions or symbolic messages, they offer valuable insights into the spiritual and moral dimensions of our world. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we hope it has inspired you to seek a deeper understanding of the signs of the end times.